Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to United View and welcome to another episode of the Trinity podcast, episode 88.
88? Can you not
82.
read
82. I'm looking right at the number as well. I'm looking right.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm just thinking
That's
forward
two
to
for
what it
two
will
in intros
try.
today. Two
Yeah,
for
I
two.
know.
This morning's one was an absolute belter. Just started this morning, just went.
And I've got I was right for flex as well this morning.
What did you say?
I saw the video this morning. What
did you say?
Gareth Southgate with his old international model. When I told you about Gareth Southgate and the Flexing KG show, he wasn't listening. He wasn't listening. And then Gareth Southgate.
I still stand by what I said.
No, because you had this wicked Owen like wake up. But before we wake up, we need to get optimized.
Oh, you stole my segue, KG.
Today's video is sponsored by our friends at Oxford Natural and their all-new natural supplement, Optimum Day and Night. Thousands across the UK, USA and beyond are smashing their health goals with Oxford Natural. Optimum Day gives you steady energy, curbs your cravings and keeps your metabolism firing all day. Optimum Night helps you relax, get restorative sleep, recover and keep burning fat while you rest. It's not a magic pill, but it will help you reach your health goals. Check out some of the incredible results. Two of our own, OWEN, lost over 100 pounds in 10 months and KG dropped 30 pounds in 4 months. In 8 months, football legend Michael Owen lost 35 pounds and Robbie from AFTV, Don Robbie, lost over 80 pounds. And in 6 months, Anita, an award-winning immigration lawyer, lost 44 pounds. And Linda, a law firm executive, lost over 50 pounds. No gimmicks, no needles, just results. Oxford Natural, let's get to work.
Yes, let's get to work indeed. You can scan the QR code right above Flex's head, right there. You can subscribe. You can save up to 70% off. All you got to do is use the code UV. You can get your Optimum Day, which is good for your weight loss goals. You can get Optimum Night for your restorative sleep. You can buy them separately or combined, like we've combined for the Trinity today. Combination settings. Yeah, that's what it is. So yes, you can get Optimized today. All the information is in the video description below.
Good. Now let's get to what we love to do in the YouTube space is when we tell each other when we are right. So,
is that the energy you're coming with today, KG? You come with the energy to basically like you.
No, because he just did.
What was I wrong about?
Realize on you didn't watch it. I don't know if you watched the show, the Flexing KG show, so you might have missed it. He was almost advocating.
I told Owen about it.
He almost advocated for Sir Gareth Southgate. Yeah. And I was so far gone because I was going through my own stuff to realize he was saying a madness. And I was like, Flex, what you're doing right now is mental because he said he'll give up Ruben, yeah, and bring in Sir Gareth is what he was on. That was his kind of.
I didn't say that.
Was between what I said, losing or Sir Gareth.
Yeah, we put it to a poll.
I said I wanted to see us lose on the weekend. And then he said, lose or Sir Gareth. And then we put a poll together of losing or Sir Gareth. Is that correct? Have I said the moment right now?
No, that bit's correct, but you've already changed it from what you were just insinuating. You were just insinuating. All right, go on.
I'm gonna finish this last bit. So then I was like, Flex, you can't remonstrate for Sir Gareth at any point because his last job was Middlesbrough. He hasn't been in club football management for years. He doesn't understand it, but he said he bought the feelings. He made it feel good. He's doing weird stuff. And I said, Flex, this is a problem. And then what does Gareth tell us today via Samuel Luckhurst? He wants
that's a Freudian slip of a verb one, KG. My goodness.
He wants
Sir Samuel Luckhurst.
He wants 4 years to get us ready for Champions League. And then that's when Flex woke up and he started to say to himself, he started questioning everything. He goes, what's Gareth done? He started doing everything that Owen's done. He's not done anything. He started really understanding what the point that everyone was trying to make him see. Gareth's not the answer.
I didn't say he was. I didn't say he was.
I feel like also as well, KG, this is a huge element of deflection over the fact that you would rather us lose tomorrow?
Oh, I'm here to double down on it after what our manager said recently. I'm back. I'm ready now. Now I'm saying it with a full chest. You tell us what he said in the interview today.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Also, just on this thing to clear it up, this is what happened. So at the beginning of the show, absolutely, I remember I told you we had to have a timeout. We had to pause the show. The show was moving mad. So we were both complicit in that. We both agreed with that. KG came on what he just said as the 100% right. He goes, I want us to lose. So he was saying that, and I go, KG, I don't feel like that. But I tell you what I have been thinking, that this guy wouldn't be as bad as this guy, right? That's what I said. And then I went, whoa, everybody pause. Big pause. KG likes to say pause all the time. I said pause, yeah? We can't do this. We need to talk. And then we was like, wait there. Hold on. Wait a minute. What's worse? Asking to lose the next game or bringing in Southgate? And we did a poll. And marginally, KG was more of a disgrace for wanting his team to lose than bringing Gareth Southgate. Yeah, and then by the time we did that full circle thing, I did say, all right, hear me out, KG. Obviously, I'm joking. However,
I missed that bit.
I did. You missed that bit.
How'd you miss that bit? You were there.
You missed that bit. I
probably wasn't. I was angry.
You missed that bit.
Because I was going to say, because the whole thing, because I do, even as Gareth Southgate's biggest hater, I've said this before, that if he came in, I wouldn't be like, oh, obviously I think it's the wrong choice and I wouldn't want that to happen. But I wouldn't be sitting here being like, well, he's definitely going to fail or he's definitely going to do worse than Ruben.
Because... Oh, you wouldn't beat him out straight away?
Well, if they've made the decision, I'd at least have to see a couple of games.
Really?
Wouldn't you?
Yeah. KG will be out of the press conference.
You do that for any manager. you do that for any manager.
No, you don't.
So that means, KG, can I ask you a question?
You can have reservations and say you don't think they should get the job, and I wouldn't hire them. But then because they're in the job, I go, well, get rid of him straight away. How could I do that?
Wait, Owen, we need to ask KG one question. KG, I forgot about this. We need to ask you one question. Owen makes a good point. Because I know what your answer is going to be. So that means what you're saying is, if we did get Gareth Southgate, the very first game, you'd be like, no, I know. And Gareth out. And also the very first game, you'd be like, I want us to lose. I want us to lose every single game till he gets out.
No. Hey. That's getting too far.
But what do you mean? How's that going too far? That's what you would be saying.
No, because I'm at rock bottom with this guy that we have now.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not saying Gareth. I'd be Gareth out, but I want him to prove me wrong. You know what? The time I've given to Amorim, as in,
but why'd you have to commit to that straight away? Why'd you have to? Like, surely anyone.
Gareth's. I don't want to be rude. Damn, how's their better?
Yeah.
Wait, don't
Gareth's
think about
not
it first.
Good.
Yeah.
Guys, Gareth's not.
It's the same.
Gareth. We couldn't wait for Gareth to lose his job for England. They was like, this is the last tournament he's taking us into. And all of a sudden,
Owen was the leader of that.
And now, all of a sudden, he should be the Man United manager.
I'm not saying that. Did at any point did I say that he should be the Man United manager? This is where you're getting confused, I think, KG. Yeah. You are confusing the current situation and going, well, it feels like it's so bad that probably anyone could do better than this with, I want Gareth Southgate going in. I'm not saying I want Gareth Southgate to come in.
Wait, hold on.
It's more a case of because if someone is going to do worse than Ruben, then we're going to be in the championship, and we could still be in the championship anyway with the way things are. As I've said, this with Ruben Amorim, how it's gone, I think is how people thought Gareth Southgate was going to go if he got the job. We're not going to win any games. We're going to get relegated. Yeah. That's what we're doing.
You know what's so crazy about the Gareth situation, though, and Amorim, because it's really cool what we're doing here. Because I don't think we would have given Gareth Southgate as much leeway as we're giving Amorim. Of
course not.
No chance.
I can't believe upstairs we have given Amorim this amount of time. And I feel like I saw it in the free seats earlier. Someone said, is he trolling? Is he got to trolling the Man United fan base? Because his words from this latest presser, I haven't seen it yet. I'm just hearing when I joined the show, you lot said he's committed.
I've got them. This is what Ruben Amorim said. So he was asked about his system. the 3-4-3, asked if the players understand his system. He admitted that it was disjointed against Brentford, but he said, you cannot say one thing doesn't work when it works one weekend. When things work one day and the other doesn't, it is something about the way we do the same thing. So basically he's saying, look, if it works one weekend and others, you can't say something doesn't work. He continued by saying, the way we concede goals, the way we create chances, it is not the system. If I look at games we didn't win, we didn't lose because of the system. Carries on by saying, if we lost against Arsenal because of the system, it's your job to make the opinions. When you look at the game against City, was the first thing you think when the game starts, it's the system? I think you don't think about the system in that moment. I think he's alluding to individual errors, basically, as opposed to the system. He also says, what we do need to do is we need to do the same thing in the same way, every way, and we are not doing it in this the same every day. Some of you guys have a different opinion, but that's okay. So his rationale, which, by the way, I think is unbelievable. I will go on record and say, so his logic is you can't say something doesn't work if it's worked once, effectively.
Yeah. Or no, 9 times. It's worked 9 times out of 32.
Yeah, but basically, if it has worked in the past, then it's you can't say it doesn't work. And
he's basically not talking about sample size. This is about a big enough sample size.
This is when I go back to this man, KG. Are you related? Because he is. I've had this argument with KG before. These things, the whole.
Wait, what argument?
I'm an emotion. Which is like last year with the Europa League when you go, we're not going to win the Europa League, and KG went, well, you can't say we're not going to win the Europa League because you don't know that. Ruben's basically saying the same thing here. If it's worked once, you can't say it doesn't work. Because it has worked before. You know what I mean? He's answering questions now.
I want to tell you, first things first, I don't think I deserve that comparison.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because you do. Because I've had when he came out and said I'm an emotional guy. KG, you went, I'm the same as manager. I'm your manager.
But I just don't like it anymore. Why?
No, because you don't like Ruben. You don't want to be in the same category.
I don't hate Ruben anymore. I do see a lot of similarities between us. The only thing is
that not concern? Is that not worry? That really worries me.
There's a lot of worry. Well, we're the same age. Me and Ruben are the same age.
That's crazy.
We're the same age. Now, let me tell you this. Where I am here is I am like Ruben's more indecisive than me, for sure. Yeah, this is where we split. We're both very emotional. As Flex said, he said something and I wasn't listening. And it happened with Scott because Scott wanted to play devil's advocate and I refused to listen. I was too far gone.
He did.
Yeah. I was just annoyed. So once I get
devil's advocate and KG, what he said, I'm just painting a picture. And KG went, you're painting a shit picture.
I forgot about that show. I forgot. You bare 10 men. I forgot about that.
Everything's 10 men.
The Leo one's great. I forgot they had 10 men.
Everything is 10 men. Everything.
Aston Villa at home when we were last year of the season. Emi Martinez.
That's when his system works.
Weird shit.
It works better against 10 men.
Arsenal at the Emirates. Oh no, we were at 10 men.
You lot know me enough, yeah. There's moments when I say, hey guys, this ain't working. And I would recognize and I haven't even got like proper badges. I've just got a level 1 FA, level 1 coaching,
same as some of Ruben's backroom staff, apparently.
I can tell you, that the man that is Maguire, even after learning in the week before, in the Man City one, I don't think Maguire should be there, especially in a team that play a high counter-attack. And I remember when we did the show, you said, with a team that plays on the counter-attack, and like, is this not dangerous?
He said it. He said it himself.
Yeah, you brought it up as well.
Yeah,
he said this is the formation. No, but I'm saying, Owen, you're recognizing it. Yeah. Again, I don't know what your level your coaching badges got up to.
None.
Okay.
Why you saw it?
You saw it and still thought something's wrong about this. How are they going along? And you can understand now because of how he's just explained himself in this last interview. Lets us know why he's crazy. But now, don't you question Inos for listening to him in a meeting and saying nothing's wrong with what you're saying?
Well, this is what we've been saying. This is
Pretty sure
why
she's a
on
plier,
the show
to be
I've been
fair.
saying, yeah, this is why I'm saying, Ineos, what the hell are you doing? I was cussing Ineos this morning. I don't know if you saw the video then, but
I
I
didn't
was
get
like,
that far. I mean,
I was basically just saying, like, what are you man doing? Like, it's not even Ruben's fault at this point now. Obviously, it is like game by game because he won't change the system, blah, 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 blah. But you guys are the ones who can actually make the decision. And when you're listening to Laurie Whitwell say, listen, ideally, he wants to give him the whole season. That's why he's not sacked yet, because he wants to give him the whole season. Now, obviously, there will be a point if you keep losing games where they're like, all right, cool.
Yeah, he's not.
It's November. Of course, it's November. We can't go to full season. But that's why, you know, when we're like, well, we've lost 3 games out of 6 already. How is he not sacked yet? That's the reason why. Because they're like, we do want to give him the full season. I do want to do that. So I'm like, it's still early. Just beat Sunderland. And then obviously, okay, we take that against Liverpool. It can happen. Whatever happens there, get joy. You don't know. And then, you know, if you could beat Brighton, they've still got that hope of trying to be able to get through the season, which we know is just total foolishness. Expected foolishness. There you go.
Thanks.
Shout out the pod.
Shout out the pod, everything. But then
That's
again,
what it is.
you don't want to be on that show as a topic. You've done something.
Well,
wrong.
no, yeah, you don't.
You don't want to be on that show as a topic. It's wrong. That means you're doing something like stupid. Like,
Stupid, yeah, you're not meant to
and
be.
my manager, oh my God, this man is killing us every day. Yeah, it just gets worse because I'm at sack him. I mean, well, lose to Sunderland and he goes, but I don't even know if Sunderland's going to be enough.
Whoa. No, it's not. We know it's not going to be enough.
No, but if we
Laurie
get
Whitwell said,
what?
He said, Laurie Whitwell said, didn't he? Oh, what was the quote?
He said the result at Sunderland's not going to change anything. Romano said it, I think, in his YouTube video as well, where he sort of said, basically, me and I haven't done contingency plans on, you know. But this is another one whereby, but it's another one by, it depends what happens, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Depends what happens.
Yeah.
If we lose 3-0, lose 3-0, stadium empties, then he could end up going. I think it's a case of, why would Fabrizio Romano go, yeah, they've made contingency plans. If they lose, he's going to get the sack. Well, then he's already done by that point. You know what I mean, isn't he? Yeah. He's already finished. So there's going to be confidence in him till the end.
The good days are going, says 8 to 9 times versus relegated opposition with 10 men. Yeah. Joe C, been a member for 39 months, says, if Amorim stays, would you guys accept selling Bruno and Jan and buying Wharton? I think Bruno is holding others back from stepping up. He's too relied upon. But that's just mad scapegoating Bruno. I get the thing of like Bruno leaving for a bigger cause to fund a better team.
But like, it's not going to fix everything. It'll just be
but Bruno's a problem now because of what we said was going to happen. Because the manager took him from the 10 and has now put him there in this system.
Although Bruno, even if he was still playing in the 10, there would still be a huge amount of scrutiny. But there would be so much scrutiny on him anyway after the Saudi stuff, whatever. It doesn't help he's not playing in his best role. But Bruno's had seasons when he has done like massive numbers for us, and he's still the problem then. He will always be.
Yeah, they just call it. Yeah, he's never going to be the antidote. He's never going to be the antidote.
And how much pressure would be on Wharton's shoulders?
Yeah.
Your hair is a Bruno replacement.
Yeah,
a couple of misplaced passes.
But then
he's shit.
But he's the replacement for the guy who actually plays in the right position, though. So it's not like you're Bruno's replacement. So you need 1 million goals and assists from this position. It'll be you need to do the midfield thing that we could.
No, we don't think logical. We don't think logical here. That's crazy.
The people who don't hate Bruno do. Do you know what I mean? The people who want Bruno out, I don't think they would. That if you don't like Bruno and say he's rubbish and this, that, and the other, and he left, I don't think you'd scrutinize Wharton for like not getting goals and assists like Bruno did, because that's not like Wharton's not that guy.
They find another reason though. It's the same with like Cobby, isn't it? You know what I mean? We find something we don't like about pretty much every player, like we always do.
Yeah, and then sometimes all right. C1 Chaos says, interesting question I saw on ESPN FC last night. Who gets sacked first, Amorim or Ange?
Ange,
yeah. Forrest
Marinakis is a madman.
You'll do it.
I dare him because they got Newcastle next, which is ridiculously hard. Then I even saw someone after that is hard. I don't think they got like any easy games like where you go they should win. So they're in trouble.
Don't you think that's a problem that we trust Marinakis more than our own board?
Of course, because
we know what he's going to do.
Yeah, we know what he's on.
You know what I mean? We know what he'll do. With Inos, we don't really know.
Shout out Tom Yaxley, massive super sticker, massive. Big up to you, Tom, for showing the love. I did see as well. You put a message saying that's for KG's hats and some coffee. You said.
I'm good. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's gone a little while ago, but yeah, big up to you, Tom.
I'm gonna
when
get.
When do you move to the woolly hats, KG? When do you move back to?
I don't
do you
know.
switch?
I think. I'm not sure now.
I haven't seen you in one in a while.
I've been in the woolly hat in a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Who knows? I might go back this winter. I've been getting colder. Yeah.
Yeah. Happens when you lose weight.
Flex has made me like.
Yeah, you never used to really. Yeah, you
I
used to have to wear
I was stuck in the era, bro. I was stuck in there.
You could get the adjustable snapback, bro. You just get them the 7 3/4 new era, bro. One size fits one. One size fits one, bro. Only you can wear it, bro. You can't adjust it, bro. Can't adjust it. Glenn C says, also, who's to say he wouldn't walk if we lose? I don't think Ruben's walking anywhere, guys. I keep hearing all that. I don't think
he's asked to come back. He'll walk in and he'll quit and come back. So.
Yeah, because he might change his mind. Jazz Deep says, Don Carlo, likable, respected, established GOAT. Don Carlo.
Where's he gone? He's at Brazil, isn't it?
Brazil, yeah.
Brazil, yeah. Josie says, not scapegoating Bruno. I just think players are deferring to him in every instance. Players are looking to him to win us games instead of stepping up. I think that's been the case since Bruno's been here. But I feel like it's less now, though. Like, it feels to me like Bruno's like, not like, see that the game last week. Obviously, he was involved because he missed the penalty. But you see, like, in the attacking phases, like getting shots, like setting someone up, like ball through, like ball in, all of that. I'm not really seeing Bruno because he's further away from that zone. I don't feel like he's as involved. Obviously, he gets a good goal against Chelsea, to be fair to him. I don't know. Or maybe it's a bit more mixed now. I feel like before when he was like the out-and-out 10 and like the only creator, it was that. It hasn't felt like that now. But my feeling of what is versus what isn't is so warped because we're so shit. I can't hang my hat on exactly what I'm seeing.
Crazy? Do you know what's crazy? Sesko won the goal of the month.
Yeah.
I don't thank God he scored. I mean, because otherwise...
Did Bruno get the player of the month?
No, but Sesko winning the goal of the month, yeah. With that type of goal, how many times he tried to score?
Lash it in, weaker foot, mate. Weaker foot could have missed.
I hear you, yeah. It just lets us know
where we are.
It's a big issue, like
because that's OG's furious. OG's furious.
OG should have won.
Me. Cage's relative OG.
Yeah, my relative. Bro,
is that the only goal we scored this month?
What
was it for? September.
Chelsea.
No, we played Chelsea.
So
Bruno scored
Chelsea.
one, Casemiro scored the...
And they were both like
before
tappers,
that was City. Yeah. And then, I mean...
So we do one good thing a month as well. This is why my manager is scary. Like, everything he says, it feels like a contradiction of the real truth. You know what I mean? Like, wait a minute. You know better than this. You know this is a lie. You're actually telling us nonsense now. We played better. And the fact that we use Arsenal, why is it always Arsenal? Why is it when my managers are having a fabrication or a breakdown in the honesty, Ten Hag could never get over the Arsenal game when Garnacho should have. You remember that game there?
One. That
offside one. He never got over it.
Never let that go, bro.
It happened in that one. But the manager's doing the same thing with a game we lost.
But that's just as bad as us, because that's what the fans are doing as well. The fans are doing the same thing, aren't they? They keep referring to that. I tell you what, though, that first half against Arsenal, we were all right. And you go, all right, we lost. What is this? As bad as the Ralph Rangnick?
I learned my lesson.
40 minutes, isn't it?
It is true. And I do feel like an idiot when I speak to neutrals or thinking, yeah, well, you had your fucking open top bus parade when you lost against Arsenal, saying how good you was and saying, because I really did naively, I was like, listen, man, that was a good performance, man. That was good. And I just did, I was part of the group where I was doing way too much in hindsight. Way too much. I do regret that.
I had to apologize. I had to apologize for that take.
For going
again, but then we said where I tried to put a caveat. I said if we don't win our next game,
they've done to you, KG.
Doesn't matter.
I remember a KG back in the day that would never, and he would never be put in the position to. He would never be put in the position to. Yeah, he might go a bit too overboard after a result like that, but then we would win games and we'd be in and around it enough, so you didn't have to apologize for that. Look at what they've done to you. You're now forced to apologize because you know it's the right thing to do.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Yeah, and you start. That is so true. And the bit of like, you know, the bit where KG used to say, and not just KG, a lot of people say, listen, whatever goes on inside our own house, we do this. But when we're out there against everyone, listen, don't let them in. Fight against them. It's Man United to the death. Remember when I was cussing Ten Hag? And then he was like, nah, I don't care. It's us against the world. Fight. Remember all that stuff? Remember? And now, you know what it's got to? When we speak about our team in public, doesn't matter what platform, you have to just say it as it is.
You know what, Flex? I want to apologize. I'm seeing the error of my ways now in telling you to do like that. I don't think it was this bad, though. So I think it's got to be...
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
It's got to be... That's what I mean. Struggling to win 2 games back-to-back in how many attempts? This is when you say, hey, like, there can be no tribalism in this moment. We're shit.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Like in the past, Man United, like they've been a shit, but they would have never forced you to do this, because the lowest would be like 8th, and you go, look, I can still talk with a bit of chest. You know what I mean? But it end up Europa.
Get involved in some of the chat.
You know what I mean? Say, yeah, it's not too bad, it's fine. But when you're like 14th or 15th, you have to, because the embarrassment is just...
Do you know what I did?
It's
beyond.
What I did
yesterday?
There's no defending it.
Yeah. I did something I've never done, and something that was... When I immediately after I said it, I go, you can't... What are you doing? I was like, I think I should get a pass. They come to my predictions and that. Because basically, obviously, I'm joining in everything. Obviously. Yeah, Liverpool back-to-back losses. I'm trying to apply pressure to Spurs. Abby, I'm like, bro, it's 3 draws in a row.
He did the equivalent of a parent's note missing PE. I can't participate in this part.
Yeah. So hear that. So hear me out. I'm doing the rounds. Yeah, the lawnmower's on. Shout out Kenya. Like, it's all fun. Like, I'm making sure AGT. I'm jumping on everything. Yeah. And then it gets to Man United. Yeah. And I just go, first of all, I'm blank. So the other day they had to ring KG. Oh, and I forgot to tell you this. I had nothing to say so much. They had to ring Kevin Gary because they're like, well, we need a Man United. You're here to give a Man United perspective. If you're not going to give it, we have to ring. And KG's answer was, well, I'm not contractually obliged to speak to you on Monday. My show is on Friday. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So I said on Thursday, it got to me. And that's how bad it's got. I went, well, you're asking me for a prediction, AGT. What do you want me to say? I don't know. I don't get to say that. I have to give a prediction. That's what I'm there for. But I'm literally going, I don't know. I said, I think I should. I was like, I think I should have a pass. And what I'm saying is, when you're talking about the new levels, when you know where it's got to, I'm going on there for the first time in ages, asking for a pass. And fair play. Abby's like, mate, I lost 22 games last year. I finished 17th. I have to come here and be.
We was with her, don't she? Can't.
Yeah, we was. Yeah, we was there. But what I'm saying is, she didn't ask for. No, but what I'm saying is, she didn't. No, but she didn't ask for a pass to be like, oh, I'm not going to do it. I'm bottling out of the thing. I can't do that.
But you've almost lost 22 games, bro. You've almost lost. If you count last season, you've almost lost.
No, but in
KG,
one season.
You can't. As was been firmly established by those that are defending, last season didn't happen.
It didn't happen, did it?
You're having those fake memories again that don't exist. Those nightmares about last season. That's not going to happen.
Let me get through super chats. Okay. Super Arch says nobody expects ex-player to do what Bruno did. We expect ex-player to play the position properly and control the midfield. That's what I was alluded to. If you swap Bruno for Wharton in that position, you expect to basically improve in midfield in that area. Rather than you're not doing what Bruno's doing. But like you said, the fan base is crazy. Grace says Amorim to play 4-3-3 tomorrow. Loses, then hits a mic drop moment and walks out. Predictions for tomorrow.
I've said...
Can I have a pass?
No, I've got 2-1 Sunderland. That's what I said on DR. United different predictions everywhere I go.
I said that on DR as well. Yeah,
2-1 Sunderland. You know what? We're pricks. Because I don't think, I'm saying now, don't care if we lose, yeah. I do care.
You will.
It's going to hurt.
Yeah.
It's going to,
Of course. No, of course. We care every time we lose, bro.
I'm saying it now just because maybe I'm trying to cope, yeah? It's going to feel like shit. And we're getting an international break. And them pricks upstairs, Inos, are going to say to us, hey, guys, everything's fine. Nothing to see here. And our season's just getting destroyed.
Yeah.
Destroyed. If I see, I am going to see him. Luke Shaw. Yeah.
Careful what you say if I see him. You've got a high chance of seeing it.
Luke Shaw, definitely going to see him. Who else is there? Delo, he's going to put in another super performance like he did last week. We're going to see the same old crap. We're gonna learn nothing from the last fixture except the guys need to try a bit harder. That's what they're gonna tell us. Change it. But no.
Kyle says, how does Amorim have such insightful info about football but fail so hard as a manager? Is he just another 14 or Henri or Ginev? Good theory, bad practice, i.e. they can, talk about football great, understand it, but when it comes to actually coaching as a manager, they struggle. Larry says, KG is broken. I saw Alice Talks Footy X account too. Not the normal positive content. Even Alice is broken. I haven't seen it. What? She's just been saying he's going to get sacked in that.
No,
yeah,
not
well,
Alice.
basically, like, what are they waiting for? No other club would take this, all that kind of
what?
stuff.
Yeah. Alice has changed. I need to see this.
Speaking her truth.
I'm going to see it.
Yeah, that's true, but I need to see it physically with my eyes. Yeah. Where is this? Where is this, Alice?
Nah,
I don't think she's going to be going. The Amorim's on thin ice.
He struggles to say anything.
No, so Alice says it's crazy that some Man United fans are calling the fans that want Amorim out toxic and pretend this guy and protecting this guy like crazy. None of us want the cycle of sacking managers to continue, but we have to see something to back. Fergie got time because he earned time. Amorim has not earned time. The players and manager are both a problem, but right now we can only change the manager. And when you compare him to other managers we had, he's 10 times worse. His solution to 2-0 down is to sub on Maguire for Euro or bring Mason Mount on for Dorgu at left wing back, instead of adapting to a back four when chasing a goal and having Mason Mount in midfield. LOL.
She also said Ineos were ruthless with Dan Ashworth, so why are they not admitting they got it wrong with Amorim? Ashworth questioned bringing in Amorim and was sacked for not being on the same page as others because he did not back the appointment of Amorim. I think it's becoming an ego thing for Ineos now. Players are a disgrace. I am fed up of sacking managers, but this manager is by far the worst we've ever had. I can't back relegation form. I agree. Alice talks football. Alice talks sense, mate.
Yeah. Alice talks facts, mate. She's done. Alice has reposted Minna. I mean, she's retweeted Minna's thing. Keith Andrews coaching his 6th managerial game in the Premier League, and he knew the weakness of Man United and how to capitalize on it. Long balls, pressure of the back line, overload the middle, and pass directly through them. 6th game in charge in his managerial career. Alice, retweet from Minna. Shout out Sis Minna as well. And that's what I was saying when I was on TalkSport as well. At the end of the game when I was talking to Resman, I was like, this guy's been a manager for 6 games. For 6 games at the highest level. This was a manager that we thought, well, he's going to struggle. He was just a set piece coach. He was just a set piece coach under Thomas Frank. So they're going to be favourites to go down. And we've got our pants pulled down, mate. KG's broken. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Terrence, shout out Terrence, says, I understand we're in desperate times, but there must be replacements out there. There must be replacements out there than Gareth, as in other. Remember how many people wanted him gone from England? Yeah. And this is what we did say at the start of the show. Important. And when I was messing about with KG, I was only using that mess about as like Gareth Southgate wouldn't do worse than this because this is rock bottom, but I don't want him. He's not.
He won't get the job either. He won't get the job. I don't think he won't. I think they'd go after Glasner or Iriola or someone like that, or maybe like or maybe even they might go for an interim until the summer. They might do that. But even that Carrick one was a bit like, Michael Carrick would take the job. Well, of course he would. You know what I mean?
You've got to be careful with the Carrick thing, bro. He's gone to Middlesbrough. He did all right. Got sacked in the end. Off, and he was part of Ollie's coaching staff with Kieran McKenna. Like, we have to be careful. Like, Michael Carrick is not.
This is where, like, if you ask me between Southgate and Carrick, I'm picking Carrick every single time over Southgate. I'm so sorry if that's wrong, but I have to.
I'd be like, give it if they went on an interim thing. It depends what it would be. There's two types of interim, isn't there? There's interim like how Rude was an interim or how Carrick was an interim, where it's established early. It's literally just for a couple of games till we find someone.
Yeah.
Or there's the other interim,
the whole season.
Yeah, which is like which is the Ralph Ranić interim, isn't it? Where it's like it's to the end of the season kind of thing.
But we don't. We're in the depths of hell right now that anything can look better to us. So I believe that we won't be able to hold the line. Well, I speak for myself. I don't know if I'll be able to hold the line if Carrick makes the good times flow again.
Well, we'll do an Ollie thing again. Because it's been this bad.
Because it's this bad, that as in, imagine he won 5 games in a row. If he wins 5 games in a row, you're seconds away from Rio Ferdinand settings.
Yeah, it's a Rio thing. Yeah, give him the contract.
What if KG? What if Gareth Southgate came in and did 5 games in a row? What if Gareth Southgate came in and did 5 games in a row?
Not happening.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
How many times have you done hypotheticals and I've gone?
Not happening.
But the world you live in, Carrick could do it.
Yeah.
It's because you just hate Southgate. You just don't want
Southgate. No, I don't.
You're not even allowing your not hate.
I just remember the world. I remember, like, do you know when rival fans wanted us to get this manager? Do you know how bad that is? They think it's so.
You don't think they wouldn't want us to get Carrick in? To get Carrick in?
I don't think they feel the same way. Rival fans, when you're on Talks Flex, you seen them do it. Heard your link to Southgate, mate. There's an undercurrent of I can't wait. That's the final piece of the let's destroy Man United puzzle is Gareth Southgate. Because the England fans knew how they feel about him, and we're gonna bring him in.
But I'm saying is, what if he won 5 games in a row, KG?
Going straight back to
Owen, I told you, I'm Southgate out as soon as he signs the contract. That's how it is. So if we go in 5 games in a row,
and then you'll be Southgate out. Yeah, you'll be Southgate out, and then he won those 5 games. What you're saying, so you would be like, oh, give him a chance.
Do you know what, KG? You can't.
I can't believe you won't play the hypothetical with me.
Yeah, but he does it with everything. He does it everything.
Yeah.
Else.
Oh my God!
This is where he decides I don't want to do it. No, thank you.
No, but you know why?
It's not real life.
He got Frank's head shaved. Could you imagine that? He should be knighted again. He should be Sir Gareth Southgate after that. That's what he should be.
Can we quickly do this? Flex, have you got the fixture list? When can Gareth comes in? Where are we plotting those 5 games?
Right,
let's go.
Fixtures up. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Right.
When did he come in from? When did he come in from?
Gareth is coming. Obviously,
if you're looking at the fixture list, who does win those games, KG? Michael Carrick does those games.
Well, yeah, because he could bring the good times back.
You can't just say yeah.
But to be fair, that's the only thing that Southgate did good at England, wasn't it? Was bring the good times back.
No,
he actually done one of the biggest ollies, bro. Didn't win anything.
Carrick, I've actually got what's that thing that Flex likes to say about proof of him? As in, no, what's that thing that you say when you got a record? Because Carrick's got 100% win record, isn't it?
By that metric, I tell you what, get Big Sam in. He never lost for England.
Carrick's got 100% win record.
For who? 100% win record for who?
For Man United. Didn't he win his 2 games before he left?
He beat Villarreal. Well, no, he drew one. He actually drew. He doesn't have a 100% win record.
Yeah,
he drew against
Chelsea.
Yeah.
And what about that next game?
What?
It was 3. It was Villarreal, Chelsea, and Arsenal.
Were they back-to-back wins? Don't tell me
we drew as well, innit?
Don't tell me you got back.
We beat Arsenal. We beat Arsenal 3-2.
Yeah, back-to-back wins.
Oh, that was the Ronaldo one, isn't it? I forgot that Carrick.
Well, not in the Prem. Not in the Prem. We didn't get back-to-back wins because we drew against Chelsea.
And then Rangnick came in, innit?
Yeah. So the 2 points you're saying there, KG, of he's got a 100% win record. He doesn't. And did he win back-to-back Premier League games?
No.
Well,
he's got 100% non-loss record.
The goalposts are gone.
Thank you, Jason. Non-loss record.
Nah, non-loss record's crazy. I've never even heard that term before. A non-loss record's mad.
Yes, Jason
Why
with the
would-
dagger.
What a strange way of saying it as well. Like, could you just say he's unbeaten? He's got non-loss record.
Nah, because non-loss makes it sound wicked. It insinuates that he's winning loads. If you say you're unbeaten, you go, yeah, but like look at yeah, you go unbeaten, you go, yeah,
He's
but what's the
invincible.
draws? Yeah, what's the draws?
It's the
Invincible.
100% part of it,
draws?
isn't it? It's
Yeah.
100% of what? Non-losses?
He's never lost.
You go, what's
He's
that? Is
never lost, bro. So that's why you're like, well, there's something there. If he's never lost, because that means you never walk. That means you're always collecting something. Never leave empty-handed. That's what it means.
It's like with like a kid or whatever, and they sort of when they say the age of months as opposed to years, so it makes it sound really old. How old are they? 24 months.
Oh, someone's putting Ruben in there as well. I think that's our boy. Oh yeah, must be
yeah, 100% non-loss.
100% non-loss record.
So what are we saying? These are the guys.
Pick out the two of them. Would you go Rude
with that.
Rude or Carrick? I'd go Rude. I would go Rude or Carrick.
I've seen
Rude.
More of Rude. Yeah,
I would go Rude.
Didn't he win a cup at PSV?
Yeah, he's done more at a higher level.
Yeah, Champions League games and whatnot.
Rude lost 8 home games in a row at Leicester without scoring. History maker.
Yeah, but Leicester. Yeah, no, that was shocking. But Leicester, mate, they were
They're
bloody.
awful. Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? They were shocking.
We're shocking though, so we have to remember what level
Yeah,
we
it
are.
goes hand in hand,
okay,
to be
but
fair.
Rude didn't. He's 100% non-loss. We're shocking. We're shocking.
Charles A says Dallo, Shaw, Maguire, Bruno, Bayindir poison the system. K Flow says KG's gone. K Flow says at this point we are relying more on teams around us dropping points than we gaining. Every week is a stare down at the table. Look what we've become. Shout out Paolo. Let's see Paolo for a hot minute. Shout out Paolo, man. Guys, we've been an absolute shambles. But I have activated my crystal ball, which indicates a 4-1 win tomorrow. It is usually extremely accurate. All right, Paolo. If there's a madness, Paolo, you're getting banned from the channel.
We're gonna
say. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I think there might be a smidge of Portuguese bias in there. Call me crazy. Yeah. You know what I mean? Call me
just a little bit.
Little
Yo-Yo. Yeah. Southgate. Yo-Yo's been really banging this Southgate.
He's
on it. Yeah, he's on it. He's
lost his Christmas bonus.
he's on it, bro. He's like, no, you have to get Southgate.
Funny.
K Flow says banter final boss Southgate. Yeah, and Larry says give it Fletcher till the end of the season. He's doing well in the under 18s. Give it him.
Doing very well. Yeah, he's getting rave reviews. Darren Fletcher.
Next one up, mate.
Maybe he's the reason. Maybe he's the one. It's going to fix us.
Win stuff with the under 18s and then flipping go through.
Then he brings through all of these young players that we're signing. It's going to be
so he really doesn't have to worry anymore because guys, we had that happened this week. We always talk about what's happened this week. Wayne Rooney's comments, bloody hell.
Yeah, about his kids. He did a Paul Merson settings. I worry for them, Jeff.
You worry for your kids, and that's normal as a father. It's normal as a father to worry for your kids, but it's really like he can't find a pathway for his kids to play for this manager. And we don't say that, even as rubbish as we've been. No one's ever said there's no way in for the youth, but with Amorim, he is relying on the seasoned old man them. Casemiro is a big part of his plans. Maguire, massive part of his plans. Luke Shaw, super part of his plans. You know, Kobe wanted to leave Man United for game time. A youngster trying to leave for game time is absolutely insane. But that's where we find ourselves. That's really
insane.
Well, it is concerning. No, usually youngsters, Aiden Heaven and Chido left Arsenal because they thought they was going to get more game time here.
Yeah.
Can't even see Chido. Don't even know where he is at the moment.
But even he is still young. Like that one, I feel like last season, that wasn't what was intended.
So it shows how bad it was. It shows how bad
it was. That was not intended to happen. And Aiden Heaven, he is featuring somewhat regularly, isn't he? More than he would be at Arsenal. So that move's paid off for him, really, hasn't it? If he was still at Arsenal, would he be anywhere near that Arsenal back four at the moment?
But then I hear you when you say that, yeah. But let's use that Brentford game as a perfect. We put Heaven in some really difficult games under Ruben, and he's done well
against Arsenal.
Yeah, and he's done well in a
because
game
of injury, though.
Yeah, it was, and he said it was because of injury.
Yeah. I hear that, but he said he surprised you, and he said he could be a first teamer. He did also say that. But then now he's gone on from that lesson. You're playing against Brentford, who, again, pace-wise, they're quick. It should really have been Heaven and Euro with De Ligt in the middle. That's what it should have been. He should have, how bad could it be? We lost 3-1. We could have lost 5. Really, if it not for buying this super saves, we'd have been in trouble. Are you with me?
Play devil's advocate with that, though. To play devil's advocate
today.
Did he just do that because he played that back three against Chelsea and it worked? Because that would be his rationale, right? That's the back three I played against Chelsea. It worked. We started the game well. Like, it's easy. It's one of those ones where it's easy to say in hindsight, isn't it? Of like, he should have played Euro. He should have played Heaven. But he was never going to take Luke Shaw out. He was never going to do that.
What's he saying? I do agree with KG though. We've gone so cowardly. You know when I said with Delo, Shaw, these guys, man, give them some money to the young players who want to earn their place. And yeah, you lot have said many a times that Shaw has been culpable for a lot of mistakes in recent weeks, and he just starts. So you're saying, well, how bad is Heaven that he can't get in ahead of someone?
That's the bit there. That's the bit you have to be careful about with the youngsters, because the problem with the youngsters thing is I hear both sides of this, because it's like these senior pros are doing nothing. If you put the youngsters out there, fans will be more patient because it's like, listen, we'll get behind some of our own and this, that, and the other. But
they won't know.
Well, yeah, not if you keep losing, yeah.
We do. We always say we'll be patient with young players, and we're not.
But exactly. There's that too. And when you throw young players into our environment and our teams, they just get left on an island and it messes up their development. And obviously, we're not in training of like, are they actually ready? Like, Aiden Heaven played like 4 times last year and had some good parts. And there was a couple bits on tour where you go, still needs some work. He's not quite there yet. But if you need to bring him on or something, give him a couple more looks at the basket, as they say. So I do understand that especially when the senior pros are so crap and people like Luke Shaw, like says, shouldn't be there, or Maguire. I get that. But we do have to be careful with the youths of like, are they actually ready, though, to play Prem football week in, week out?
Are they ready to win back-to-back games? That's the question. Are they ready to do what this team's already doing? It's not like it's a safer environment. This environment stinks. They're not doing. No one is like the fact that like Ahmad and people have gone backwards.
Everyone's
crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. What we like.
That's the biggest thing. Nobody's better.
No one's better. That I don't understand. I honestly I don't get what's happening at Man United.
Speaking
and this to leave players out for what reason makes no sense to me.
What do we think with the goalkeeping situation tomorrow? Because that's the funny thing with Lommans, isn't it? Yes, he's only had 1 full season, but he's like 23. It's not as if he's a young guy, you know. But are we in agreement that he's not going to start tomorrow? It's going to be Bayindir?
They're still going to do this. What have they said? Did they ask them any questions on that? Because
I don't think any questions got asked, but I'm expecting it still to probably be Bayindir. I don't know when he's going to make that decision to put Lommans in. Like I said before, when is the right time?
Yeah. Surely
it would be tomorrow.
Yeah, it would be now.
Surely against newly promoted side at home. Like, put him in just before the international break.
Oh, sugar, we do well against newly promoted sides. That's our record, Amorim.
Just about.
We actually do well against newly promoted teams.
But you know, like, we haven't heard anything about Long's play.
Think of it this way as well. Like, so if he doesn't start tomorrow against Sunderland, then he's not starting at Anfield against Liverpool, is he? And then we're going into those tough games. So are we just going to go through potentially to January or maybe the whole season with Bayindir actually being our goalkeeper? Is that what we're going to do?
I think so. I
That's
think
what it feels like, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's going to stick. He's going to stick with it. He's going to. I was in the mix zone on Saturday, and I saw Sonny Lommans up close. He is massive. Right. He's like really tall, and I was just like looking at it, and I was like, when are you going to get to play? I wonder when you're going to actually get to play. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a joke.
Can I ask you guys? Let me ask you guys a question. When it comes to this, do you believe Ruben had what percentage? What percentage of control do you give to Rubens and this window? What level of what
What percentage?
How
What?
involved, control and involvement do you reckon he had on this window? If you're going to give a percentage.
55% Ineos. 45, like, because I feel like, or maybe a 60-40. I don't know what James is saying. 20%. I don't think they just dump the players on him.
I think he's going to be involved as much as he was before, which is maybe not as much as Ten Hag, but still involved. I think.
Okay, because what doesn't make sense to me is the summer that we had. He knew from the beginning he weren't feeling Onana, especially with what came out, all the rumors.
Yeah.
Why have we gone? And we know how he feels about Bayindir, right? Unless he must really like him. So he knows what he feels about Bayindir.
Right, he says he likes
an important area. There's no way he could have believed. That means Bayindir is Man United's #1 goalkeeper. That's the point I'm trying to get to. Have they just decided that Bayindir guy is the #1 and Lamens is the backup? So Lamens comes in only when Bayindir is not fit and available. Is that what's happened here?
It feels like this is what it feels like, and this is kind of
I agree. I did say that.
What was reported at the time was that Ruben wasn't feeling Onana. The first game of the season happens, and Bayindir struggles against Arsenal. Then there's a general acceptance. I think Sir Jim accepts the recommendation of Jason Wilcox of we need to get another keeper. Maybe not necessarily to be #1 straight away, but someone to push Bayindir a bit closer because Onana's not going to be the guy, and we'll try and get rid of Onana. But if Lomans if the plan was to bring in a goalkeeper that was going to go in and be our #1 straight away, then Lomans would be playing right now. He's not.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I decided a little while ago what was that like? I had a light bulb moment on one of the morning shows, and I was like, I've understood that this is Bayindir's spot to lose. He's the #1. He is. They don't think he's ready. Yeah, they don't think he's ready yet.
And that's
they
mental,
don't think he's ready yet,
isn't it? Altay
Bayindir
is the #1 for Manchester United. Do you know how for all of the chatter about in midfield and this player's not good enough, that player's not good enough? Altay Bayindir being the #1 goalkeeper for Manchester United is nuts. You look at the other keepers in the Premier League, like obviously I know Onana was terrible, but Bayindir, like I've mentioned before, he ain't that much better. Like he's not. His ceiling is being a backup goalkeeper. Even at United, you probably have a better backup goalkeeper than that. Bayindir wouldn't get into, honestly, most Premier League teams.
And also what's mad is, let's be honest, I know I keep saying it, and maybe I'm going to get the biggest pie once we see Senny Lomans and we go, see, why was this guy not? And I hope that, but I'm still like, I don't want
you to get pied. I want you to be,
I
want you to be totally wrong about it. Current.
But that's what I'm saying. So I will get, that's what I'm saying. So I'd get pied. But I'm saying like, we don't know anything about this kid. Like we never heard of him. He's played for Royal Antwerp, mate. Like, so also when we had the chance to address the goalkeeping situation, we didn't go with someone who could come in and instantly make us better. Because if we did, he'd be playing. So they obviously don't feel like he's better. I don't get it.
Is he really Turkey's third choice keeper?
He's not first. He's definitely not first. Because I remember when he was playing at the Euros, he came in for another goalkeeper and then I made a mistake. And he
he's so disappointed.
You have to ask Turkish, man.
If we've got Turkey's third choice keeper as our #1.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think he's backup. I think he's backup. But this again, it's all. Think of all the goalkeepers we've had over the last decade. All of them, aside from Andre Onana, are probably better than Bayindir. All of the backups that we've had during that time, they're probably all better than Bayindir. You know, Romero. If we had him right now,
Henderson, Romero.
Henderson, Romero,
even Henderson, who KG
Victor Valdez.
I'm so sorry. I owe him such an apology.
Look at that. Look at Henderson now, mate. Look at him now.
I'm so sorry. Henderson
would kill for Henderson now.
Henderson, I totally missed it.
Because he probably looked at him and thought, look, obviously he thought he was better than De Gea, so it was a bit of wrong timing. But you know what I mean, though? He just believed in himself. You know what I mean? Good
Thomas
goalkeeper, mate.
Kuszczak, Lindegaard, they'd all be number one at the moment.
Yeah,
They're all
that's
better.
crazy.
They're
That's
all better.
crazy.
He made some big mistakes, man, in that game. Like, you know, when you was giving him a bit of shit, Flex, when we called you on the show.
Yeah, I was surprised you lot was like, yeah, but if it weren't for him, but I was like, but guys,
We didn't
if Onana's did that, and then he did the one for the third goal, which topped it off. But if Onana did the thing where Sharda got to the byline and he cut it back, and then he just pushed it there, we would be losing our shit. I'm telling you, 100%. And actually, I'll put my hands up. I was the one sort of saying, well, he hasn't had the Onana's moments though.
Yeah.
Like his biggest crimes has been sort of, I couldn't punch it. I got a bit fouled. It was a bit hard. Other than that, and then he did the thing where he passed the ball to at Newcastle United. And I was like, all right, cool. But the actual mechanics, I was like, they're marginally better than fit. Then you see the 2 goals, literally, like Mission Master says there, Mishi Master. Like he dived past the ball in the poke. Like what? What's his name? Aya. Is that who scored that goal?
His biggest crime is that he's shit, basically. Andre Onana would make massive mistakes and was rubbish. Bayindir's biggest mistake is that he's shit. So like you said, he dives past the ball. He's just not very good. He's not great. That's like, you know what I mean? But it's not like Onana where you said like it's glaring. He's just not good. He's just not very good. And again, his ceiling is to be a backup, probably for like a mid-table or lower team Premier League. Like Dubravka, I mentioned that. Dubravka,
he's playing amazing now.
He'd get in the team. All of these backups that we've had, they'd get in. I'm telling you.
Used to have
The bar
Marcel was right. Marcel was right.
No, he wasn't.
Where's
Why
the
did we do this? Why have we done this?
But
I've been looking at that, Marcel. Listen, that's how I've been looking, bro. You could make that picture of Henderson, and that's how I feel right now.
I forgot we had the Bravs. And he's
people that hate De Gea, Bayindir or going back to De Gea. What would you do? The people that hate De Gea.
For the people who hate De Gea.
I hate De Gea. No, some people really hate De Gea. Like I'm talking bring in
KG earlier on. You didn't want to do hypotheticals. Now you want to do hypotheticals.
You see how he operates. This is how this guy operates. You know?
Do you know what I mean? This guy, unless they're hypotheticals, he wants to participate in. Otherwise, I'm not doing it.
That's a proper key stage 2. Like, nope, not doing that unless I can. No,
impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible, KG. So I'm not participating.
If Southgate won 5 games, I'd give him a chance.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay,
there you go. That's what he's looking for. Fair enough.
It only took 40 minutes to kind of get to this point.
57.
Yeah. Disgrace.
At the end of the show, mate, I decided, guys, are we going to be happy tomorrow?
No. I don't know, bro. Probably not, bro.
I mean, because even if we win,
if we win,
not that I won't be happy, but I'd be like, well, it doesn't change anything. I'd be happy that the international break will be a bit quieter, but I think it will still be like this is still.
It'll be the same as the Burnley going into international break.
No, are we going to go into a national break with a win? Is a better question.
Is there a storm?
There's a storm. What's it called? Storm Amy.
It's been so grey here. It's been
what's
the weather in Manchester tomorrow? Is it going to be a madness?
It's not great in the northwest.
Big jacket out, Fleck.
Oh, so I've got to be out there like a flipping.
He's gonna be. Look at the weather. It's gonna be a masterclass of end of you know when Flex does his reaction. The weather's pissing down and the team's pissed on us with that performance. Yeah. I'm outside here. You got Bayindir letting the ball into the net, and it's just what are we going to do? Blame the pitch.
Well, the thing is as well, Marcel's at Old Trafford tomorrow, so you'll be talking to Marcel. And he'll be like,
"Is Marcel there as well?"
Yeah. He'll probably have to hold on to something and get blown away, but he'll be like going, he'll be going, Flex. But Flex, do you know what he said to me? Actually, he said, Ruben. I'll quote this. I will quote this because I spoke to him. This is what he said. He said, "This is Ruben's last chance. If he doesn't get 9 points from the next 4 games, he's done." and I just responded to him, went, "Not happening, bro."
You know, Jonas, wait, we've got Liverpool. Does he know we've got Liverpool, Brighton, and is he all right?
9 points out of the next 4 games. If he doesn't get that, he's done. Well, then he's done, isn't he?
I'm fuming as
You know
well.
when the manager said it's written perfectly for the people that the journals. He said the storm's going to be over. The good times are coming, and then now there's a storm.
There's a storm
in Manchester. You can't write this stuff.
Told the truth, mate.
Look at this shit, guys. Look at this. Look at this.
The weather.
Look at this. 95% rain. 95%.
Oh, but when you get out there,
and yeah, hold on, wait a minute, let me go back. Yellow warning, wind. Look at this.
Driving up.
Look at this crap. 9 degrees. Well,
get the big jacket out, bro.
Yep. It's time.
Everybody just make sure to like the stream and go crazy because Flex is is going to be in getting for it to get there to drop the wicked content.
I swear, if they anyway,
I can feel it. That's a flex. If they, you're almost doing the watch along flex special, bro. If these guys,
you know what? Yeah, 100%, bro. And the thing is, there also, I know it's going to be ungrateful or whatever, but even if we win, I'm not going to be like jumping for joy in the like. I'll still be like, well, you know, we won. Damn right they should have. Like, whatever, man. I just want to get to the game. The good days are going. Says, oh no, that's their name. The good days are going. Greatest managers like the GOAT, Sir Alex, adapted their system and in-game management to get the win. Who the F is this guy? Let's just say. Who does he think he is? Holy cow system. And Basilo says, we surely did not spend 18 million on a backup. Dorgu came in from Lecce and right into the team. We'll see. We'll see tomorrow. But there hasn't been anything about Sonny Lomans getting a game. So we wait and see. Guys, we'll be there tomorrow. Big up. Road trip in the morning as well. Yeah. Big up, man. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Bye. See you later, guys.